I've spent a very large portion of my life casting lures for Murray cod, living off the river, swagging on the bank for days on end just to get that bite. They are certainly the hardest fish that I have ever tried to catch. In this episode, I'm doing an 8-day drift down the majestic Murray River. I feel truly privileged to be able to do things like this, and I'd love you to join me. Let's go. Well, good morning everyone. What a beautiful sky. That is just unbelievable. We're back on the river doing a longer drift this time, going from Saturday until Saturday. It's going to be epic, and I'm back on a bit of a revenge mission. Last vlog I didn't get my big bopper. I'm going to try and get one this week. So I've got 8 morning sessions and 8 afternoon sessions, something like that. Anyway, it's gonna be lots of casting. It's gonna be lots of beautiful scenery, lots of drifting down the incredible Murray River. I'd love you to join me. We've got plenty of good areas to fish. The tremors are rolling. Let's just keep grinding away and get that big fish. So 2 things I'm really having to work on is keeping the pace up on the tremor. Apparently they eat it better when it's faster. And also setting the hook on the fish, which I'm a little bit worried about because it happens so sporadically. You just never know when they're going to bite it, but I've done my drag up to almost lock. So the drag's not going to go very much when the fish grabs it. And I'm going to try and remember to strike so that I can drive those hooks home. Because I had a really big one eat it last drift, but I just didn't set the hooks. So I'm hoping that if I can have it all come together and I remember to set the hooks, we'll get that fish. I wish I could bottle the confidence I'm feeling right now and pull it out in a few days' time if I haven't had a big bite or got a big fish. It's always the start of the trip. You're so optimistic that it's going to happen, and I'm sure it will. But just always the start of the trip feels. Just put so much confidence down the lure. Let's hope it happens. What I actually love about second time through, because I'm doing the same drift as what I did the last big drift, is knowing the water a little bit better. You know, sort of roughly what snags are coming up, which bits to skip, and it's actually more efficient. I love the exploring factor and the fact that you don't know what's around the corner, but using your time wisely is so much easier if you do actually know what's around the corner, because you know which bits to just power through and which bits, you know, there might be something under the water that you saw last time that you can get a cast at. And I've always said that knowing your water is one of the keys to catching big cod consistently. Little one. Boofed it though. We are on the board as he twirls in. Little guy. Pretty though. Very pretty. Death roll. Check him out. Beautiful fish on the trammer. Very nice. Always nice to get a bite. Beautiful fish. Off he goes. I've got a theory with missing the fish. I'm going to try and hold my rod as far forward as comfortable, and I've got my drag pretty much locked, so as soon as the fish hits it and it scares the crap out of me, I have the instinct to move my arms up or forward or whatever, and if the line's tight, hopefully that drives the hook in. You only have like a split second. It's an absolutely primo afternoon. Well, there we go, first day down, beautiful fire. It is like a super calm, really nice river evening. I tried and I tried and I tried, but I couldn't get a bite. Just got the one small one. Tomorrow is another day. Gonna cook some dinner, enjoy the fire, enjoy the river, and we'll do it all again tomorrow. Well, good morning. A little bit of rain last night. Kookaburras are singing, and we're ready to start casting again. We've got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday to make things happen. Little one. Can definitely get the little ones interested. Didn't even hit the lure either. It's a bit slow. Looked really good in there. Just saying to myself, I'm like, I bet you there's one in there. They mustn't have very good aim sometimes, I don't think. Got him that time, though. These are nice fish. Happy to start the day with that. It just goes to show you that they will come back, and the fact that it's only just hooked on that little treble. These are nice fish. How cool's that? Beautiful fish on the tremor. First thing in the morning. Stoked with that. So nice to get on the board with. These are reasonable sized fish. Buffed it twice. Happy days. Alright, we'll get him back in. Alright, dude. Beautiful coloured fish. Off he goes. Very nice. Well, the good thing that came out of that is that holding my rod forward, when he actually ate the lure, I pinned him, and pinned just on that back treble. So I think you have a very slim chance sometimes of getting the hooks in there, and that's why pulling forward makes such a big difference. Well, quick update. We had that one fish this morning. We've gone through some really nice stuff, but we haven't had another bite. But it's one of those beautiful overcast days, so anything could happen. Kookaburras almost always mean it's going to rain on the mainland. One of these laydowns is going to have an angry one of it. Kookaburras never lie, now it's raining. Man, I'd love to fish this when they're on. Amazing water. So just been through the all-time run of timber. So I'm actually thinking it's probably, I don't know, 2 hours before dark. So I'm actually thinking about going up now, drifting that again till last light, and then going back up and camping and doing it again first light in the morning, simply because that will give me 2 good sessions guaranteed in really good water. I'm not 100% sure on what's downstream from here, so I'd hate to go past, 3 hours of prime time fishing and miss out on maybe a bite because of it. So that's my plan anyway. It is just spectacular. Come on, fish, last light bite. Give it to me. Never give up. Haven't given up yet. Long week ahead. Got to be able to make it happen some stage. Didn't even hit it. We'll probably eat it again then. Didn't even touch the hooks. And water it again. I really like that real last light. Just on the change. Gonna come back. Just like that. Well, I can get the little ones to bite, just gotta get a big one to bite. Alright, that is it. It has been a very big day. I cast from first light to last light. So it is time to go and have a fire and a chill out and maybe a quiet drink, because that has been a very big day. Get back into it tomorrow. Well, good morning everybody. Another day on the river. It's supposed to be raining throughout the day today, so it's going to be surface luring all day. I'm in two minds about that now, because the fish have been a little bit tough. So rain throughout the day or overcast throughout the day just means that I don't stop casting, because I think it might just happen. Whereas when it's sunny, you know, you get that high sun at about lunchtime and it's like, okay, we'll sit out for a couple of hours. But anyway, it's going to be a big day of casting. I really hope we can get a bite. We've got some good bits and pieces ahead of us, so let's just get to it. Little guy. Man, I can get the little bites. I guess that's the difference. Is that you either get a big bite or you get a little bite. I'm using a big fish lure, but can't do any more. It's funny, you just don't get token big ones. I've seriously got lockjaw on at the moment, but it's probably a good thing I'm doing a big drift, because it's so easy to just think, oh, I'll move. But I've got to stick it out. It's only, oh, I wouldn't, nah, not even halfway there, I don't think. Gotta keep on grinding away. Just one opportunity could change everything. Could catch one fish and it could be a 100-pounder, you never know. Catch one fish, could be 60 centimetres. That's just cod fishing, unfortunately. Definitely lots of good spots, and I'm sort of doing a mix between casting out a little bit from the snag, like a couple of metres, just in case that fish is sitting in front in the little pocket of current, and then doing the classic down the line of the log cast. Just got to create an opportunity. I'm not actually going to get hung up on any logs. I'm just going to, I reckon it's going to be first or second cast in there, so even if it looks really good, I'm just going to give it one or two and that's it. Got him that time. And I think those hooks are in. Yes. It's exactly what I wanted. Stoked with that. Everything was ticking along really nicely. Something had to happen. He's a beautiful fish. Beautiful fish. Thank God for that. Thank God for that. How awesome. So good. That was the fish that I needed. Just pinned right in the top of his snoz. And nothing sort of timber too. It's funny, I've been going through the whole thing about staying in the most amazing timber, and I think sometimes it's almost there can be too much. I think with this sort of stuff, you know, your lure's very visible to the fish. Oh, that is awesome. Amazing. Amazing. When it all comes together, eh? Oh yeah! Check that out. That's why we do it. Big one. Slammed the tremor. How cool is that? Absolutely stoked with that fish. And just pinned right in the top of his snoz. Look at that. That one hook. That's why you have to be onto it. Amazing fish. And off he goes. Oh, thank God for that one. Thank God for that. Well, I am absolutely over the moon with that fish. So I've done Saturday morning, afternoon, Sunday morning, afternoon for no big bites. We're into Monday now. It's 8:30 in the morning and I had that one shot and I managed to get it to stick. So shows you the effort that goes into these fish. Very happy that I made the most of that opportunity, and also going to it's totally locked drag. The drag just, the line won't come off the reel, and also as soon as that fish boofs the lure, you've got to remember to drive those hooks home, because it had that one hook in the top of its nose, so the lure hasn't actually gone into its mouth, it's hit the lure, and those hooks have only got like a very split second to find their mark. So those things seem to be making a difference, but the relief of catching that fish is huge, because I was feeling the grind, but when it all comes together, it's a beautiful morning. Absolutely beautiful morning on the river, and a fish like that just tops it all off. What a time to be alive. Stoked, absolutely stoked. Big lesson in all of that, and I know it so well. You keep putting your lure in the right spots, something always happens. That's a mantra you need to live by as a cod fisher, is that you keep doing the right things in the right places and something will always happen. That's big. That's the big one I wanted to catch. It's large, it's very large. It's very large. Feels very large. Oh, yeah. Oh my God. That's the one I was after. Does that not get the heart racing or what? Oh, oh man. Was that not the coolest thing ever? Oh, that is just outstanding. Oh, best log, absolute best log. I can do my drag up a bit now. Oh, how good is that? All right, that's why waders are so good. You can just get yourself organised. The fish is really happy. Oh my God, check that fish out. This is what dreams are made of. Oh, got him. What an absolute tank of a fish. That's what I came to catch. Look at the size of that on the tremor in the day. It's almost 10 o'clock in the morning. Oh, and how good is that? What an absolute fish of a lifetime on the surface. Well, if that isn't the coolest thing on the absolute planet, off he goes. You know they're there. They're on all of the good logs. You just have to get one to stuff up. Well, there you have it. Absolute fish of a lifetime off the surface. I apologize, missed the bite. That is, it's quite, you know, I don't know how to feel about that. But anyway, big hole in the water, big Murray cod off the top. I could not be happier at all. Just living life on the river. It's just so good, so good. Unbelievable fish. Oh, lots of logs. Well, I've been up since before dawn, and I'm just having breakfast now, and it's 11 o'clock, so I've been casting flat out that whole time. You've just got to make the most of those low light periods. There's so many logs. It's too shallow through here though. That's going to smash on that motor. Oh, made it. We are living the dream this morning. It's all come together. Got my 2 big fish. That Murray cod pattern tremor is outstanding. And we're just cruising down the river, enjoying every moment, because of all the times that you can grind away for nothing. These are the times that, you know, really make it special. You just get to enjoy the river. No pressure. We've got the fish and we've got, you know, all week to go. So good, so stoked. Must be a bit of a fire on somewhere because I can smell smoke and it is super smoky. It's definitely storm a brewing. Oh yeah, it's getting stormy now. Big swirling around wind. Jeebus. Front is just pushing in now. Wow, it's getting windy. Branches falling down. Now the wind's going the other way. Amazing. You think to get the fish fired up? Maybe. It's almost batting down the hatches. All right, coming into the afternoon session, it's 2 o'clock. There's a storm rolling in, which is quite exciting. And it's also quite exciting that we're heading into a stretch of timber where I missed a big fish last time I was here. So I'm going to give it an afternoon session and then I'm going to camp just up there, I think. So I'll give it another session in the morning. So we're getting to the part of the trip where at least I can refish a bit of stuff because I'm not in a panic about covering the water. So looking forward to the Savo. And the smell is going to get mellow. Conditions are just too perfect. Something not bad. Phenomenal bait. It's going to start raining. It's really cool. I just spotted a koala in the tree up there. It is bloody amazing. Oh, we're having a party. So I was going to go up and refish and do all that sort of stuff, but I've got so much water to go, and after this morning's effort where I just kept going down and just found whatever I could and it resulted in those 2 whoppers, I'm just going to keep going down. I've still got heaps of the drift left, so I think backtracking, although it could be good, I think it's not the best idea, so keep on going down. Well, that is it for today. Amazing day. If only every day was like that. Time to go have a fire, and some dinner, get ready for tomorrow. Well, it's a cold, horrible, windy morning this morning. I don't know what the fishing is going to be like, but I know it's not very pleasant at the moment. It's been raining a bit. It's supposed to rain this morning, but anyway, we'll go out and we will cast. You never know, it might have another whopper come out and smash it, so it's what always makes me get up in the morning on the river. Kookaburras though, it's going to rain. Can definitely tolerate the weather if you've got the right clothing. I've got like just general trackies and jumpers and stuff underneath, and then you need good wet weathers to not only protect you from the rain but also from the cold wind as well. So Sims jacket, Sims waders, and I'm not too bad actually. I'm not feeling the cold really. My hands are warm, my head is warm. It's all good, even though it is quite a miserable sort of morning. So I think because of the way the weather is, my game plan is just to fish all the creamy stuff, so all the bends out of the wind, and not waste time on anywhere that's got wind howling across it, because it's so much nicer for me to fish. And I've got heaps of river to fish, so that's my plan. I'll be very surprised if we get a bite today, but prove me wrong, fish, prove me wrong. Cold southerlies, they just hate it. Might get a big one, probably won't. Yeah, I think taking my time, picking all the calm spots and just making life a bit easier on days like this is the go. I think it's supposed to clear up in the afternoon, so probably more expecting to get an afternoon bite than anything. Sun's out. It's nice and calm in this area. Feels good. Something might happen. It's the first time it's felt like something might happen all morning. So halfway down this run, the wind has decided to swing around and it's blowing hard now from the other way, so it makes life interesting. Let's see if the bird doesn't get smashed. Heading into the afternoon session. Looks like it's going to get stormy again. Snapped me off! How did that snap me off? Oh, what? Just clean cut through the 80. How did that happen? I knew I was about to get a bite. I could feel it. And it snapped me off. Look at that. It is clean cut. Oh, my heart is racing. That absolutely sucks. I lost me parrot. How did that even happen? Can't believe he stole the bird. Decided he liked it more. It's the best thing about these fish. They are so unpredictable. Stuff goes wrong. Never give up. Haven't given up yet. Certainly is the most beautiful time of the day. Absolutely stunning. The only thing to make it better is a big boof. Well, that is it. Another day done. I had one opportunity today, right at 12:30. So just goes to show you they will bite anytime, and it snapped me off, which is really unusual because that leader has been very good. I'm not sure what happened there, but anyway, got a nice fire going. I'm just going to cook some dinner up, and James from Ballista is arriving at about 9 o'clock, he reckons. So be fishing with James, or James will be fishing with me the next couple of days, which will be quite good. The weather's going to settle out even more, so we're going to have light winds and sunny days, so we'll see what that does to the fishing. So all right, that's it. Day 4 done. I'll move that swag too. All right, we are on the river. Jimmy's down the back. Day number 5. It's all blending into one now. Hopefully we can get a big bite to start the morning. One will come out and smash it. Got to jam it when it happens. Got to be real quick. Like you got to be thinking about when it eats it and when you're going to drive it, because you'll miss it otherwise. As soon as they eat it, pull into them, and then hit them again. Yeah. You won't pull it out of their mouth. No. You've got like a split second when they've eaten it and they've turned or they've closed their mouth or whatever to drive the hooks home. Gear! You know what you're doing?
Do I look like that on it?
No.
Bang! Straight out into the tree. Build up a plan to be able to do PVs and not then do it.
Yeah, exactly. Big dog.
Wow.
Big dog. There you go. That's why, Jimmy. It came off.
Oh no, I'm sitting here eating chips. Oh,
how does that happen? How does it come off? I was going to say that's what happens when you're eating chips and I'm casting, but there's obviously a bit of karma going on there.
Who's the fool now?
Oh, god damn it!
That was a decent fish.
That was a big fish. Oh. All right, it's almost lunchtime. We've had one big fish chance, which came off very, very sadly, much to Jimmy's amazement that it wasn't his lure because he was eating chips. But we're pressing on, probably in the slow part of the day now. There's still a few shadows in the water, but we're sort of making a bit of a plan as to how we're going to plan our afternoon and morning sessions so that we're in some really nice water. Everything always changes, but we're sort of going to hatch a bit of a plan to make sure that we're in some really good zones coming up into prime time again.
The best water at the worst time and the worst water at the best time.
Oh. How come I can catch the tiny little ones? Look at him. Yeah, what a little cutie. I was, yeah. We said every day, been getting a small fish bite, so that is my small fish bite for the day. Yeah, there he is. He's a nice little fish. What do you reckon, little dude? Oh, he's gonna come off.
It wouldn't be the first time today.
You don't have to remind me of that.
Sorry, buddy.
The pain is still fresh. There we go. Beautiful little cod on the tremor. And like a midday bite, they don't mind to eat it whenever really, like those shadows on the water. And they're happy to come out and buff it off tight. It's cool, we'll get him back in. Sweet, man.
Something like that. It's just it's a little filler. I don't mind a filler.
Alright, buddy, you can go back on your merry way. Off he goes.
Where is he? Where is he? About now. I'm losing faith, losing faith.
That's right. Yeah, oh, it's not going to happen.
Still a chance. Unlikely, maybe. No.
It's exactly how it is. Alright, here we go. Afternoon session. What do you reckon, Jimmy?
Yeah, feeling good.
He's feeling good, he's feeling it. So we've come upstream and we've sort of set up a spot where we're going to camp tonight. So we're going to do a drift right back down, picking all the shady banks because the sun's just starting to dip down now. Hopefully we can get a big banger on surface that will actually stick this time. Let's do it. And it's a job. Just going to treat it like a job. Chucking some of 200mm line is very hard to do. Even if it was made of, I don't know,
Titanium.
what's that really light timber? Balsa wood?
Yeah. What if it casts like 100mm lure, but it was 200mm?
That'd be okay.
Yeah, right.
He's like that all the time. It's not just a camera thing, he's like that all the time.
Have fun.
How good is the Murray, hey? Alright, another day down, day 5, done. Not much happened today, apart from one bite, which is usually the case with cod fishing, and it didn't stick, and that happens too. So all you need to do is get up tomorrow and do it all again, don't we, James?
Rinse and repeat.
So we're just going to enjoy the fire. It's a beautiful night on the river. It's dead still. It's very different to all the rainy nights that I've been experiencing lately. So yeah, enjoy the fire, have some dinner, get up and do it all again tomorrow. Beautiful morning on the river. It's the first one of these foggy mornings for the trip, and when it's foggy, something usually goes down. So I'm quite excited. Are you excited, James?
Super excited.
He's excited. Everyone's excited. Let's get into it. Yeah.
I've got a little window that I can close. I'll get my casting.
Oh, don't do it, Jimmy.
That's exactly what I didn't want to do. I can just...
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about that. Ooh.
Come on, baby. Come on. Where is it? Where is it? Looking down the line. Down the line. Come on. And looking down the line. I don't know if I got hit like it'll probably hit me in the face. I'll fall off.
Yeah, the rod butt straight in the eyeball.
I got was at about 9:30 when it was almost over. Like we talked yesterday, like it was pretty much all over. You know, it's getting to that stage where we're about to sort of obviously pretty well done and dusted.
I reckon it's only about lunchtime that it's done and dusted, eh? As soon as it, like, you can't find the bend without shadows, I reckon that's when it's pretty much done. Yeah. Up here. Yeah. Got him. Got him, Jimmy. Got him. Nice work, buddy. That was awesome. I just put it on spot lock. Nice fish. It's a beautiful fish. What are you talking about? How good was that? I'll get us to the bank, eh?
Oh.
Woo. How good was that?
Savvy lot.
It's hooked really well too, man. Beautiful fish. Ooh, yeah. That's what we came to catch. Murray cod tremor does it again. That gets the nibs. Look how beautiful that is. Jimmy, what a fish, mate. That is sensational.
Stoked.
Oh, what a ripper. Absolute ripper. All right, we'll get him back. All right, Jimmy, send him on his way. Sensational fish.
On,
what a
baby.
cracking fish.
Oh, yeah.
He goes.
See you, buddy.
Woo! Job done.
Yes.
Got it done. And what's really interesting about that is that that's the third time we've been through that stretch of water. And Jimmy was wondering this morning, you know, exactly how, you know, effective that is. But working over a bit of water, you know there's big cod in, eventually something will happen.
I feel like I could actually just sit back and it's
Can
like, I mean, I'm
live
just
again.
saying, but like I'm just gonna like, I can just fish without like having to, you know, like.
I didn't think you thought when you fished anyway.
Yeah, true. I know. But like I won't have to because I like these, it would be just nice to get.
Oh, this is, you need to be able to bottle the energy now, because it's like when I got my 2 big bangers, like the rest of the, even a day and a half later, it's easy because the pressure's off and you fish so much better.
Yeah. Like
It's the worst when you're trying to will it to happen because you're putting uncertainty down the line. As much as you think, oh, I'm fishing well, it's like you want it so much, it's like you're putting uncertainty down the line. It's really weird.
in my lures, you know, or even if it was just the same results. Like,
Barra so different though.
yeah, 100%. Like, so my only point is that, you know, sticking with my.
Oh,
What's that?
you see that little one?
Was that a bull?
Yeah,
Really?
just a little buff.
Oh.
Not a big buff, just a little buff.
Yeah, right.
Just a little buff.
You do it. Well, you do it. Is that your little one for the day? Does that
Maybe,
count?
yeah.
Did you... Hey!
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I say it.
Get in there.
I'm the little fish.
He tangled it up, eh?
I'm the little fish master. Show you how to do it. Here he is. Where are you, little? Come here,
He's
Jen.
pretty happy, eh?
I'll sing you some good songs. P-A-double-D-I-N-G-T-O-N Paddington Bear. Doing it.
Two is his limit.
He was really enthusiastic.
He was pretty enthusiastic, little guy. Got him that time.
Oh, I can't believe you got him there. Got him.
Pinned right, like right so lightly in the top of the snoz too. Jimmy.
I just tangled on
He is so lightly hooked.
Yeah.
There he goes. See you,
So
champ.
lightly hooked.
That's okay.
I should have just put a glove on and because I hate shredding my fingers. And I was like, ooh, ooh, ooh. Anyway,
All good.
all good. It's too much fun to not say something aggravating occasionally. All right, that is the morning session sort of technically done. It's about, what is it, 10:30 or something like that? Yeah, but it's just gone overcast, which is really exciting because it means the surface bite will continue on for the rest of, I'm going to say the day, because it looks like the cloud's going to hang around. So we got some nice water to cover. So good that Jimmy got his big fish this morning. Just epic. So it's just nice to get one to stick in that morning period because it makes the day that much more enjoyable, even though it's pretty cool to be on the Murray anyway.
To be on the video and especially to catch a fish on it.
It's good to catch fish on video, isn't it, Jimmy?
It is. It's awesome.
We've actually just stopped having a very sophisticated lunch on the riverbank, which I think is quite special. You know, it's nice to stop and just have a bit of a breather and some nice food, and we will get back to it this afternoon. He's keen on his pipefish.
Oh
Yeah.
Pipe dream.
Is it worth the second cast, or you just cover it with one cast?
One's plenty. Like just how good a morning it was and how early we got that other one. I thought we were going to do for another one.
Yeah, but it was like this the other day when I got that bite at 12:30.
Yeah.
Just went, thought it was going to happen, and then just chucked down one log and one absolutely annihilated it. I think today, different to yesterday, is not going to get to that point where it feels like it's definitely not going to happen. Like when you get that real high sun, it's just like, don't know. Yeah. Yeah, because it just has to be a little bit dull, which it is at the moment, and they just feel that little bit more comfortable. It's funny, trout are the same. Like you get it when it's overcast. It doesn't have to be much, but the fishing's so different to when it's full sun. Just started the Arvo session, shades starting to come over on the river, which is always an exciting time of the day, really. How's that going for you? Oh man, that's just finesse. Finesse. You're pretty proud of yourself with that one, aren't you? No bite. She's raining again. It's been many days on the trip where it's rained. All right, that is pretty much it for today. It is really quite windy and it's raining and it's super cold. It's just not good surface conditions. Jimmy has to head home, but he got his big one, so life is pretty good. I'm gonna go find somewhere to hide out the rain, set up camp, and do it all again tomorrow. Man, it is just the perfect morning for it. I just love these foggy mornings. Dead still. Just the sound of that paddler working across the surface. It's gonna get eaten. It's gotta get eaten. That is so large. Off the best snag in the river. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, he's under the log. He's in the log. Oh jeez. Oh no. He's in the log. Gotta get him out. Come on. Biggest snag in the river. It's a large fish. Come on. Get it out of there. Oh. Wow, that was a big bite. There he is. Oh, what a fish. Oh man. Now I just got to try and work out how to get him around, whatever plays around. There he is. What a fish. What a fish. What a bite. Oh man. Best snag on the river. And I'm stuck in the log. There's a bit going on here. Oh dear. Get out of there. Oh wow. Wow. I don't know how well that filmed, but man. Oh, doible. That was intense. Man, the boof was just so big. And then it had me around the log, had me around everything. Gotta try and get somewhere to get to the bank. Oh my god. Was that not just the most epic thing ever? He's hooked really well. Oh. Got him. Look at that fish. Look at that fish. Whoa. And this is why we do it. Oh my god. What an absolute tank of a fish on the best log on the river. Man, oh man. One of those frosty mornings, I knew it was going to happen. What an absolute beast. Oh, all right, let's get him back. Holy cow. You ready, buddy? He's ready. Off he goes, back into the depths. Woo, that was amazing. Woo. Oh, my hands are shaking and my heart is going pretty fast and I'm a little bit puffed. That's why we do it. That's why we get up early. That's why, you know, casting surface lures in the Murray is just so amazing for moments like that. That's why you work so hard. It's amazing when it comes together. I'm so stoked with that fish. explaining to James about yesterday afternoon, because I've noticed it throughout the trip, is that the fish will bite as the front's coming in. So, you know, 2 or 3 or 4 hours before the front, you'll get a bite. And then once the front's in, they don't seem to like it. Like once the low's over the top of where you're fishing, they don't seem to like it. But as soon as it passes again, you get another opportunity like we've had this morning. So we had that bad weather in the afternoon, and then as soon as it cleared this morning, the fish were on the job again. So that's saying to James how it's the benefit of being on the river, because it's a small window of opportunity that, you know, you couldn't just sort of say I'm going to go out and fish for that hour or two, because it's very hard to know exactly when they're going to bite. But if you have a front coming in, they definitely chew either side of it. Well, that is another morning session down. Absolutely stoked to get that big one. That was, you know, it's so nice when it all comes together. Thought I'd take this little chance just to run you through a few of the things that I've learned and that I'm doing for this surface fishing. So firstly, the gear is, I'm absolutely loving the Komodo swim bait outfit. So it's a 364 reel, it's the 8-foot rod, and an 8-foot rod and a heavy 8-foot rod makes life so much easier when you're casting big paddlers for long periods of time, because you let the rod do the work. The rod is what's launching the lure, not you having to put your back into it every time. I've got the reel is loaded with 50-pound platypus bionic braid, and bionic braid is just outstanding for native fishing, just outstanding. One little thing that I've changed, I have been fishing 80-pound the last couple of seasons, but I had that one fish pop off, and I'm not sure whether, yeah, I don't think even if you had 200-pound leader, that, you know, I think that fish might have still popped me off. It might have got on something, who knows. But anyway, I've up to 100-pound platypus hard armor supple leader, and there's really no reason to fish anything less than 100 now, I think, purely because the fish can't see it. You're fishing topwater and you're fishing for a really big fish that lives in really gnarly places, so there's no reason that you shouldn't try and give yourself every chance to be able to land that fish. So I'm going to go with 100 now. The lures, as you've seen, are the Ballista Tremors, really good surface baits. I've actually, the way I like to tie them on is with a uni knot, and I don't actually use the clip that comes with the lure. I just like a split ring on the front because it's nice and strong. The other little change that I make is I add a couple of extra split rings to the trebles. So I've got 3 on each so that those split rings, so the hooks hang down nice and low. Really nice baits, really nice gear, makes everything a lot easier. Well, that is it for the day. Got a very nice fire going. As you can see, I can hear the cockies singing their song late in the day. The moon has just risen. over there. And life's pretty good. What an adventure down the Murray. Unbelievable. So lucky to be able to do something like this. Well, good morning. Last morning of the big mission. It is like the windiest day of the trip so far, so I'm not sure how it's gonna go this morning. It might just be a short session. I'm not too far away from the car, so yeah, it might just be a short session. But what an amazing trip. 8 days, 8 full days on the river, drifting down, chucking big surface lures. It's been amazing. I hope you've really enjoyed it. We'll see if we can't scratch up a bite this morning, but even if we don't, it's been so cool. It's definitely a gloves on morning. It is cold. Cold and windy. Like the least ideal conditions you can ever hope for. And I actually made sure I checked which way the wind was going, so that I ended up on a bank where the wind would be blowing over the top of me, and there's still quite a bit of ripple on the water. Anyway, we'll see what we can do. Well, I had a bite. Actually felt like not a bad one. It didn't hit the lure either. I might come back. Well, that's encouraging. It's the first time I've had a bite actually when it's got the ripple on the water like that. I don't think I hear it as well, but that one obviously heard it. Come back, buddy. Oh, came back. I missed him again. Didn't feel any weight though, didn't feel like he hit the lure. It must be hard in the dark, they just boof it and hope for the best. Got that one. Little tacker. We got a twirler. Nice little fish. He is fat. Fat as. Hey. Oof, just coughed up something. You just cough up your dinner, bro. Check it out. Stunning little cod on the tremor. Well, that's 3 buffs this morning, one from the same fish. Very nice. Nice little fish. He's away. Well, there we have it. The trip is done and dusted. Car's just around the corner. Really appreciate all the support you guys give to the channel and watching all the videos. I really appreciate it. I'm glad that you like the vlogs. A lot of work go into the vlogs, so it's nice to see that you all enjoy the vlogs. If you enjoyed this one, make sure you like it, leave a comment, it's hugely appreciated. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. It's been a big 8 days. I'm actually looking forward to getting into the car and out of the elements, even if it is just in the car. But thank you all for watching again. I'll catch you next time.